Greetings, Tetris citizens. It is your old pal Van Dweller back with more classic Tetris Monthly. No cap November 2025. Yes, I didn't think we were going to be doing no cap again, but I got convinced, so we're doing it. And yeah, it's pretty good so far. Pretty excited to see how this tournament develops, what is going to happen. And we have got one single solitary no cap match for you right now. That is going to be from the Teal bracket. It's going to be ID Kirby versus Mqisie. The winner of this will eventually move on to a round 2 match against Miles. That will not be happening today. But what will be happening today after this is a Stupid Tetris Monthly no bars bracket, and that is gonna be, what is that? Is that the purple? Yeah, we'll show you that. That's what's gonna happen pretty much like right after this. It's gonna be Scamper versus Draco, winner versus Cole. And then like later tonight, we do have another Masters bracket that's gonna be yellow. That's gonna be Winter versus Paco. And the victor of that will take on Cobra. So that is what we've got. Can we use M scoring? We're not using M. Wait, M scoring is, it's got the same digits, but it shows the millions below it. You can turn that on if you want to. So yeah, you can turn on M scoring if you want to. I don't know. I mean, I'm not necessarily going to show it on the screen, and I don't know that it'll be relevant, but but you can turn it on if you want to. Okay, so that is what we are going to be doing. It shouldn't mess with the stencil or anything like that. So that's what we're going to be doing right now. It's going to be round 1 match, Teal bracket, Kirby versus Mqisie. Now, of course, Kirby, maybe you should be less concerned about M scoring and more concerned about stencil. But don't worry, I pre-adjusted your stencil. Don't worry about it. So don't mess with it. But I've already pre-adjusted it. But anyway, let's take a look at our rules. The rules are that well, I'm not going to read all the rules because it's a single match. So Exity, I do see that. Congratulations, Exity, finding the NES controller adapter. Yeah, players, this is going to be a best of 5. First player 3 wins is the winner of the match. Level 18 starts. Same piece sets will be re-rolled in between each game of the match. I don't know who made this slide, but it's totally a mess. Make sure your line cap is set to off and your crash mode is set to crash. If you don't have the crash mode thing, you can set line cap to 155. That is fine too. And those are DAS PBs. Well, I do have your 1.6 in there. So anyway, yeah, that is crash mode set to crash just in case it becomes relevant. Level 18 start, same piece sets re-rolled. If you do experience tech issues, just keep playing. Don't pause and say, we're not playing anymore, right? Just keep playing and I will sort it out. Okay, good. The winner gets absolutely something, and that's a share in a prize pool, which stands right now at $316.84. We're looking to get to $2,000. That will allow us to pay our top 8 here in No Cap November. And our prize pool, to remind you, is funded 100% by you, the viewers and or fans. So if you want to see more Masters event, you want these players to keep coming back, and you want to reward them for all the time they put in, both training for these events and showing up and playing in these events, well, a great way to do that is to contribute to the prize pool. Use the Matcherino command while you're watching live on Twitch or on YouTube. That'll bring up some links. Click on the one that says CTM No Cap. That one will take you to the landing page for this tournament with our prize pool partner, Matcherino. The top right-hand corner has a button where you log in. It's not easy to see, but it's up there, top right-hand corner. Click on that. You can log in with your existing Twitch, YouTube, or Discord account. Once you are logged in, the right side of the screen has a mustard-colored button that says Contribute. Click on that to open up a little box, and there you can enter the amount you want to contribute and hit Contribute, and then you'll be prompted to select a way to pay, and then you can pay. So please consider contributing to the prize pool. Thank you to those of you who have contributed so far. Okay, that's how to support the players. To support the channel, that's something to consider doing. And one way to do that is to go to patreon.com/monthlytetris, where you can make an ongoing pledge of support. It keeps this channel going. You know, having monthly, regular, recurring income allows me to look into the future and say, yes, I can keep doing this. Or, no, I really have to stop doing this and go get a real daytime job situation. So, you know, your support is what allows me to take Tetris matches at 2 in the afternoon when normally regular people would be, you know, like working a highly remunerative job. I instead get to while away and do Tetris for you. So that is what your support goes to. It allows me to keep going. So anyway, I'm going to bring up the support command here. You can use that to bring up some other ways to support us. If you're not a big fan of Patreon, that's fine. You can make ongoing pledge through PayPal or through the Streamlabs link as well, and you can do it that way. In fact, some of the people on this slide are doing just that. Scott Gray, Jane the Window, K9, Tacky, Madelsberger, Corporal, Shelby, Jr., Troy Dan, Kim M, Rogue Potato, Cat Kid, Javin T, Jason, Sunny, thank you for your extra support, and everybody else on the slide, really, really appreciate that. I'm going to go ahead and bring over our thing here. Let me go ahead and pop the right link into the things so we can bring up Mqisie. There it is, Mqisie _ All right. Let me adjust this cam, and we can begin soon. And there it is, Mqisie. Perfect stencil. And yeah, remember, if you do have the drought modes, I mean, not drought mode, if you have the crunch mode, set it to crunch. If you don't have crunch mode, not crunch, crash. If you have crash mode, set it to crash. If you don't have crash mode, set your line cap to 155. Okay, good. Not crunch mode, crash mode. Okay, good. All right, pieces are incoming. Here they go. 198254. We are gonna do a crunch mode at some point. And yeah, people are doing 4 wide. I enjoyed playing 5 wide, but I guess 4 wide is what people are doing. But I think 5 wide is more interesting. But I don't know. I'll have to consider that. But we will do that eventually. STM crunch mode when? I just said, yeah, we're gonna do it eventually. Now remember, players, make extra sure your line cap is off if you're at all gonna potentially go there, because if you hit level 39 and your speed doubles, that's on you. So there is no take backsies. We are not going 39 levels just to like replay the match. So that is on you. That result will count. Okay, so really make sure your line cap is off, or set to 155 if you don't have crash mode. Okay. All right, we are checking to make sure both players are on seed. They are 1982-54, and both players have signaled ready. So let's go ahead and get them started. Round 1 of CTM Masters No Cap November in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. It's the Teal bracket. ID Kirby versus Mqisie. Already right off the bat, differing stacks, right? First piece, different philosophies. Very interesting. On the left side of your screen, it is ID Kirby. Kirby is a 3-time Mega Masters player, 3-time CTWC Gold Bracket player. And you've seen Kirby in regionals recently, Vegas and Phoenix, with some high finishes there. You've seen Kirby play in Tap Masters, Waco Regionals, Lone Star Championship. I believe I stood in line at a food truck with Kirby and his dad. I believe that was the thing that happened. Seems like okay guy. 117 for Kirby, 138 for Mqisie. It's my one memory of Kirby is standing in line at a food truck. Anyway, Kirby qualified into this tournament with a 1.38 million. That was the average of his best one game. It was a best one game qualifier played in an hour for no cap. We do not do averages of 2. We just say, what is your best game? And that is what we do. He's got an overall PB of 3.49 million. That's a top 30 score on the PB leaderboard. On the right side of your screen, it is Mqisie. Mqisie is a 2-time Mega Master, also played in Mega Dasters this year. Played in Das Masters a couple times, played in our Tap Masters event. Also played in CTWC's Das Championship this year and got a top 12 spot. Went out against Adam Mountains. You've also seen Mqisie at CTWC France. Played in a lot in Classic Tetris League. Played in Tap Masters or the Classic Tetris Tap Tournament. Arcadian, I still don't know what that is. But yeah, anyway, Mqisie qualified in seed number 26 and qualified in with a 1.30 million, has an overall PB of 1.69 million, and that is a top 62 score. 375 for Kirby, 358 for Mqisie. Kirby does have the M scoring on, so that's why you're seeing a little bit of an artifact up near the top, because our stencil is not set for M scoring. So you see a little bit of a thing on there. That's okay. Don't know if it'll be relevant here, if players will crack 2 million. It's possible. I feel like we will see some PBs this month. Kirby played in Stupid Tetris Monthly last night and will be advancing to the the round of 16? I think it was round of 16. Yeah, we'll advance to the round of 16 in the yellow bracket. We'll take on Chef O later in the month. Kirby defeated Maestro in round 2. So ID Kirby fans, you're getting like back-to-back days. 482 for Kirby, 465 for Mqisie. There's a Tetris Kirby 529. Evesy with the raid party of 4. Thank you, Evesy. Hana with the tier 1 sub says good luck, Mqisie. So thank you, Hana and Evesy. Tetris Mqisie 537 into 19. That speed increased by 50%. And the value of line clears will start to ratchet up now. Tetrises will go up 1,200 points per level increase every 10 lines. And Mqisie up high here. So Mqisie is rolling, but this is going to be very difficult, rolling or otherwise. But could be fighting his way out of this. That's going to be a great log bar. And Mqisie is open on the right side. Has to cover though. And now, there's another great long bar. Could use a one really quickly. And no, gets the long bar right at the end as a troll. Could not get it over. That is going to be a top out for Mqisie. And Kirby is good. And is going to take game number 1. I'm going to go ahead and drop the seed. I just need 1 minute, guys. I will be right back. I'm going to run an ad, but I got to step away for 1 second or 1 minute. I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that. I had to deal with the apartment people. Okay, well, the pieces are in chat. 9, any pinners? Pinners are winners. No, not 2A. We do not increment. We do not increment. Thank you for the pin, Winter. Appreciate that. Kirby, you've been in Masters long enough to know we do not increment. 958F45. Mari, thank you for the tier 1 sub 34 months. Mqisie. Okay, 958-4F5. Both players ready. Game number 2. Kirby up 1-0. 3-2-1 Tetris. Vandy on everything. Please update Mqisie's picks. If you do, I will buy merch. What's the pick? I don't have a pick. Do I have a picture? Do I have one? Where do I get it? I can't. Should I go on AI? Should I make an A? Should I start making these on AI, guys? Is that what you want? I'll just say, yeah, give me Daniel Radcliffe, but like a little slightly more French looking. Is that what you want me to do? I'll make one on AI. All right, I'll do it. Take a screenshot right now. Look at all, yeah, 10 pixels. I mean, you know, if you give me a photo, I mean, I don't know where this came from. This came from my, like, this is the, like, 2 or 3 years ago headshot folder that I just inherited from, like, Pumpy and Kingsman. I don't know where it came from, but, you know, I just need, like, a straightforward little glamour shot, you know, straightforward, you know, like yearbook photo style. But a lot of times what people want to do is they want to, like, you know, hey, can I send you the picture? I'm like, fine, I'll change it, whatever. And they send me like some, like they're making gang signs and they got, you know, half their face is covered with their hand. And it's like, just send me a straightforward picture. But people, you know, they don't know. I just need a regular, like, yearbook style pic, you know? That is what works. All right, column 4, Tetris for Mqisie. 190 for Kirby, 99,000 for Mqisie. All right, that's it. We're gonna do all the headshots in AI now. That's what we're doing. All right, Tetris, Mqisie, 120. I mean, I won't do that. $262 for Kirby, 129 for Mqisie. But I also think Maisie picture is great. I don't know. I think it's kind of, I don't know. Seems like he's got swag in it. I like it. I might frame it. I'm going to put it on the wall. What do you think of that? 201 for Maisie, 312 for Kirby. Kirby just piling those long bars over on the left side of the board. Frame it. I did have a Miles picture framed for a while. And I had it in the background. You know, when I would stream, there were just, if you squinted, you could see the Miles photo, like his, I don't know, yearbook or graduation photo or something like that. But eventually I was like decluttering, you know, and I'm like, well, I don't need this picture anymore. And I just donated it to Goodwill. So somebody somewhere has a picture of Miles. $345 for Kirby, $274 for Maisie. Some grandma has Miles Miller on her wall. Yeah. I should have put an Apple AirTag on it just to see where it ended up. All right, Anjing, why don't you chill out with that? Not really looking to have a conversation like that. You cannot hear the stream, but you know exactly what Bendy is talking about. Oh, well, he can't hear me say that, but yeah. $492 for Kirby, $419 for Maisie. 519 Kirby on 19 now. 444 for Mqisie, one line away. Oh, I got a text from the apartment complex. Wow, it's pretty good. This is quite the invitation. $5.94 for Kirby, $4.95 for Mqisie. Residents, join us tomorrow at 12 noon for our Thanksgiving luncheon and potluck. We'll be serving turkey, dressing, and all the fixins. They literally wrote fixins. I'm not going to attend the apartment complex Thanksgiving potluck. That's for sure. I do not want anything that anyone in this apartment complex has made, has homemade. No thanks. 641 for Kirby, 511 for Mqisie. So Mqisie back by like 127,000 points, something like that. Oh, Kirby with the early tuck there of the J piece, and the long bar doesn't get all the way to the left. So I wonder, gonna try to build this into a Tetris and gets a dirty Tetris out of it. 759 for Kirby, 589 for Mqisie. Now remember, this is no level 39 line cap. So players can play, you know, essentially forever until the game crash levels at 155. So there is essentially, you know, virtually infinite chase down ability for anyone topping out on a relatively early level. 715 for Mqisie, 807 for Kirby. Tetris Kirby, 857, 718 for Mqisie. Another Tetris Kirby. Mqisie, you know, back by about 200,000 points here in game number 2. These are best of 5s. In the previous years, we were doing like best of 3 and skunk rule and all this kind of stuff, but I don't know. We're just gonna go best of 5 and hope we don't get punished. Now, into 29 for Kirby. He's in the 970s. 836 for Mqisie. All right, Marktris is gonna try something. Oh, that left side for Kirby. That is going to be a top out at 986. So the target for Mqisie is 987. He's got all the time in the world to try and chase this down. Needs to get to 987. He's got to bring this down. He's going to have a chance at that. A couple of long bars for that left side. That's going to help. All right, just bringing it down line by line. So 987, that is the target. All right, Mqisie is drilled back down to the bottom, and now it's time to get to work trying to chase this down. 987 is the target. Great survival from Mqisie into the 900s now. The Tetris is on 35. Not that it'll be necessarily going for Tetris, worth 43,200. So really within, you know, a Tetris and a half. Obviously does not have to get Tetrises here. but just to give you a sense of how close this is. Mqisie gonna kind of miss though. That T's gonna help. That board's starting to climb a little bit. Mqisie's got to chunk this down. 15,000 points to go. Oh no, that left side is going to be cut off, and that is going to be a top out at 980, and Kirby is going to survive by the skin of his teeth. Mqisie nearly got there. Was not able to complete the chase down. All Kirby could do is sit and watch and wait, and it was getting close, but Mqisie's board started to climb, and he just could not survive. That L piece did not get to the left, and Kirby is gonna hang on and take game number 2. So close. So very close. It was an insane dig. Kirby says that Mqisie's dig was insane, and it was. And we nearly got there. Well, that is wild. So Mqisie trying to shake that one off a little bit. I will put the pieces in the chat, but obviously you can take a moment. Whatever you need. Pieces are there, but yeah, take a moment if you need it. Mqisie says, why is my heart rate higher than when running a half marathon? Yeah, I mean, that is tough. Yeah, take the moment that you need. That is totally fine. Guys, I do want to remind you that we do have a prize pool, and if you love what you're watching or even just mildly enjoy it and get something out of it, consider supporting the prize pool. You can use the Matcherino command while you're watching live on Twitch or on YouTube, and that will bring up a link, the one that says no cap. That is the one. Click on that. It'll take you to our landing page. Log in with your existing Twitch, YouTube, or Discord account, and then hit on contribute. We are trying to get to $2,000. Seems like a lot, but we hit our goal nearly every single month, so please help us pay our top 8. And if you want to help the channel, you can do that. Go to patreon.com/monthlytetris and consider providing us an ongoing pledge of support to help us keep delivering this tournament to you and other tournaments nearly every single month. So really appreciate those of you who are supporting us and would love for more people to support us. And I'm going to go ahead and drop the support command in the chat, give you some other ways to support us. So pieces are here, players. As soon as you're both ready, you can go ahead, ready up, and we will get you started. But again, you can still take a moment if you need to. It looks like both players are ready, so let us go ahead, check their seeds. Yes, let's count them down. Kirby versus Mqisie in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Mqisie looking to win this one to stay in. Kirby can wrap it up right now. All right, a lot of blue and white and red. Of course, this is a great color palette for our US Americans and our French friends. There's a lot of countries have red, white, and blue. All right, 91,000 for Kirby, 59,000 for Mqisie. Mqisie is set up, gets a long bar and the Tetris. Remember, this is no cap, so there is no... We are not imposing the normal 39 line cap, but the crash behavior has been left in place, so players will have until level 155 to try to get all the points that they need to get, but they can also try to dodge the crash behavior if it becomes relevant. What are the odds of rolling the same sweet seed twice in a row, and has it happened before? So the odds of just doing that, right? Of just like, okay, first of all, like we have a seed right now. So the odds of rolling this seed again from starting from this moment is basically the number of seeds, right? 16 million. But if you said, all right, I'm gonna hit the seed button twice, it would be basically 16.7 million times times 16.7 million. You know, one in that number. So if you've already rolled a seed, the odds of rolling that seed again is just the number of seeds that there are. But if you're starting and about to roll 2 seeds, then it would be one in that very large number. All right, 284 for Kirby, 197 for Mqisie. You thought there were only like 1,000 seeds? Well, you just multiply, what, 16 to the 6th power? Or you just do 16 to the 6th power, right? Because there are 16 different alphanumeric characters and then 6 of them. So, 16 times 16 times 16. So you can see very quickly you're going to exceed 1,000 seeds. 383 for Kirby, 261 for Mqisie. Here's Tetris Mqisie 307, back by about 100,000 points. How many SPS matches have been done before? I don't know, like 6, 7. Somewhere in there. Tetris for Kirby, 481, 370. Kirby did not like that. Kirby disapproves. Did I just say 6, 7? Oh, did I? Oh, shoot. Oh, I didn't realize. Sorry. 423, totally accidental. I apologize. 509 Kirby, 9 lines away from that 19 transition. Oh, no. All right, Mqisie gonna try to bring this board down a little bit. Flattening out a bit. Got to find a way to take some burns here. Really could use a bar, and this is getting kind of drastic for Mqisie. Oh, no. There's a bar, but he's not going to be able to survive, and that is going to be a drought headed into 19. Mqisie is not going to survive it. And Kirby is good in game number 3. So that is a very unfortunate way to go out. Mqisie, always a pleasure. I really do enjoy streaming your matches. I know it's not the way you wanted to go out, but you played great, and do hope to see you again in future events. So that is gonna do it for us. We do have another stream coming up in 18 minutes. I am gonna stop the stream, take a 5-minute break, and then come back, because I like to separate the Masters event from the other tournaments in the VODs. So I will be doing that. We'll watch Kirby take it to 29, but I will report this and show you the bracket. Here, we'll go ahead and show you the full game here. And yeah, we'll follow until the max out occurs. I think I am going to add M scoring to the play scene here. It's tough though, because the score and then the M score are so close together that you only have like a pixel or two to distinguish them. So it's actually kind of hard. It's pretty tricky, especially with how bad players' stencils are. All right, well, we got the max. All the more encouragement to be stencil ready. Yeah, I know. All right, Kirby into 29. I guess we're just watching a mullen here. I do, at some point I will have to cut stream and start thanking people, but. Of course, Kirby can keep playing. All right, that is gonna be a top out. All right, thanks to everybody who supported the stream. Really appreciate that. Hana, Mari, subs, raid from Mqisie, appreciate that. Patrons, thank you. Scott Gray, Jane the Window, Canine Tacky, Madelsberger, Corporal Shelby Jr., Troy Dan, Kim M, Rogue Potato Kaka, Java D, Jason, Sunny. Thanks, Mqisie. Congrats to you, Kirby. You will be moving on. We'll show you the thing. Prize is still stuck at 316.84. Which is fine, but yeah, if you want to contribute to the prize pool and you're watching the VOD, just go to the description and check that out. There's a link there, and you can go ahead and contribute any amount. So the bracket looks like this. Kirby will be moving on to round 2 to play against Miles at some point. Not right now, but at some point. And eventually this is going to lead into Neko. So I haven't seen Neko in a little bit, so could have Neko back. So what we're going to do next, by the way, is a Stupid Tetris monthly bracket. It's going to be Scamper versus Draco, winner versus Cole. That's going to be happening in 14 minutes. So I'm going to go cut stream right now. I'm going to end this over on YouTube. I'm not going to raid anybody. I will be back in like 5 minutes. I have to give it a certain amount of time for YouTube to recognize it. It's a separate stream. So I'm going to do that. I'm not going to raid anybody. We'll just stay here, but I am going to cut stream. So feel free to hang out or leave or come back or whatever. But again, thanks, and join me in about 14 minutes. So take care, YouTube. Queenman, Charity Bird, Mark Triss. All the stars are here. All right. Bye. All right, thanks. Yeah, thanks, Kirby. Thanks, Maisie.